It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal.
Hey, Boo-Boo, how long till the game starts?
Oh, you got to be kidding me. This thing is broken. Man tells me it's a Rolex and I can't tell the difference, but I guess I can. This Rolex don't work. I should have bought a timer. $20 down.
Let's meet at small.
Welcome, everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark. Kobe, the league seems to be moving away from isolation basketball, sometimes called hero ball, in favor of more ball movement, more of a fluid offense. What do you make of that trend?
Well, I think it's the right thing. I mean, if you look at the way the Knicks played, for example, when they had Bill Bradley, Busher, Phil was coming off the bench.
Well, you are a historian. You love
God,
the history of the game, don't you?
Oh, my God.
I mean,
yes.
I can just tell working with you.
Yeah. Holtzman was coaching. You had Frazier out there. I mean, they moved the ball. I mean, everything was predicated on ball movement, as was the Celtics with Brett Auerbach. And then in the 80s, things changed a little bit. You start going to more isolation ball, where guys would post deep and force the double coverage to come all the way down to them, and then you start moving the ball around. Now you start seeing a spread offense, where the ball's moving again like it was when the Knicks were playing and the Celtics were playing. And so, I think it just depends on the style of defense that you're seeing and the personnel that you have. I think that determines your style of play.
Bulls trail by 4. Well, Kobe, something that's such a huge tool in the NBA and the team's offense is the pick and roll, the screen roll game. You've done it as well as anybody. Just how are the nuances and the attention to detail important to make that play work?
Well, it's really important, but the screen roll today is run differently than it was, say, when Utah was running it with Stockton and Malone. What you're seeing now is more of a spread floor screen roll action, where it makes rotations very difficult because you have to rotate off the shooters at a distance.
Right.
So now what you tend to see more teams try to down pick and roll coverages and sending guys to one side of the floor and try to play the screen roll coverage with 2 men. And try to not have 3 guys in the action. You have to rotate and now push your team behind, right? And that it's a dance of, can you play the screen roll with just 2 guys? And on offense, can I force you to have a 3rd guy come in and rotate? If I can do that offensively, then you're behind.
Just because Lopez is a big guy doesn't mean he can't knock that down.
Out to the right wing. Mirotic has a wide open look. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Ball kicks to Nance. Caldwell Pope outside. And again, it's Brook Lopez. Lopez has got 7.
Just like clockwork, Lopez doing damage inside.
Levine passes to Portis. Here's Mirotic. Another 3 for Chicago.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And here is Ball. 6 points for him. Nance outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires it up. That one wide left.
the defense has to be better. I mean, they were fortunate that he missed that mid-range jumper. It certainly wasn't because of the defense.
Now, DJ. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Lakers on top, up 2. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And here's DJ speaking on the guidance he's received from Shammy Wells.
Well, more than anything this season, Shammy's been a real mentor. Ever since I first stepped foot in training camp, Shammy claimed me as his rook, and he's been teaching me the ropes ever since. I mean, yeah, he likes to have fun with it, but I really feel like he offers a unique perspective in the league, and I've learned a lot from him since. So, Shammy, I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
You get the feeling that Shammy Wells has matured also from their relationship.
Yeah, if you asked which player on this team would take DJ under their wing, one of the last answers you'd get would be Shammy Wells. But it seems like he's turned over a new leaf.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, everything is sharp. I mean, nothing forced, precise passes, taking care of the ball. That's good stuff.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Zach LaVine. Markkanen is out there with DJ. Then there's Wells. And it's Holiday in at the 3, the small forward. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Zubac. Dang with it. Now guarded by Wells. Here's Ennis. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Ennis has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Lakers. Kobe, there are a lot of great guards and wings in the league right now. When you look around, are there any that remind you of the way you played or maybe are approaching, going down that road and say, I want to be like Kobe Bryant? I watch a lot of his tapes, much like you did when you were growing up.
Yeah, well, Isaiah has a hunger and a thirst for the game. Mm-hmm. And he's not going to stop. He's constantly curious. He's constantly working.
His size makes him a different kind of guy, though,
Isn't that
doesn't it?
unbelievable, though?
It is shocking.
That's unbelievable. But he can finish at the rim. He can shoot the long ball. He can pull up left and right. He has great physicality and a great body about him where he can punish bigs at the rim. And the other is Kawhi. I mean, when I watch Kawhi play, I'm just looking in the mirror. The moves, the positions on the floor.
So glad you said that. I feel the same way.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and it's a great, great feeling because, I'm sure Michael felt the same way. Right? When he retired and he watched me play, you're seeing the same spots. You're seeing a person who studied the person that came before, and there's no need to reinvent the wheel when the wheel's already been created. You just put it on a different car.
Well, he has been guided by his coaching staff to watch you and Michael Jordan tape.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what he's done.
Yeah, well, we've connected. We've talked about this stuff before in the past, and again, he's a curious kid.
And all business.
Yeah, curious. He steps out on the floor, he's all business. There's nothing funny, there's nothing silly going on. He's here to do his job, and he's here to help San Antonio win games.
And Wells is just an unselfish guy, willing to give the ball up if one of his teammates is open. That's the way the game should be played.
Kobe, you were a player who lived in the gym. What motivated you as you go back and look at all those hours you spent in the gym to do that, to follow that path?
I loved it. I loved the game. It wasn't a matter of working hard. I didn't realize I was working hard until my second or third year in the league. when I realized here in the NBA, a lot of players don't do that.
Right.
It was kind of a big shock to me. Like, I assumed everybody in the NBA
just worked hard.
Yeah, but to me, it wasn't hard work. It was like, I love doing this. Like, there's no place on earth I'd rather be than be here in this gym with a basketball and a hoop.
But the greats are always the hardest workers out there. I mean, right? Have you ever seen a great player who is not the hardest worker on their team? In a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lakers. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. And the Lakers with some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for Lopez. And it's Dang in for Brandon Ingram. Chicago also making some changes. DJ is checked in for Lopez. Markkanen comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And Wells is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. Handle out there with Nance. And it's Dang in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. Over to the wing. Ball. No good from outside.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
Nance dishes the ball. Here's Randall, and he gets it to go from the corner. Randall's got 4 this quarter.
Nice job. Very good rhythm. Randall on the catch and shoot.
Levine kicks to DJ. The jump hook hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. DJ's got the game tied up here for the Bulls. Nance a screen, and there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Brewer is checked in for Los Angeles. Ennis comes in for Ball. Justin Holiday's checked in for the Bulls. Wells kicks to Levine. Holiday with the 3. And no good. LA's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Dang. And it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got his 4th rebound in this one. Markkanen passes to Levine. They set the pick. Wells dishes to DJ for the lead, and the layup is good. DJ's got 8 points.
And DJ has excellent hustle on the board, skilled at scratching and clawing for those extra caroms. Man, I like his energy.
Now here's Brewer, guarded by Holiday. Nance a screen on Levine. Off the screen, and the jam by Larry Nance.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Wells kicks to Levine. And the pass to DJ. Puts it up from 12. And it's Dang with the rebound. Lakers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. To the left side wing. There's a minute left in the 3rd. Ennis passes to Randall. Teardrop shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DJ.
When he has his momentum going forward.
And here is Los Angeles now. 3-point lead. So for Chicago right now, Quincy Pondexter out there at Mirotic. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's DJ. And it's Levine in at the point. Lopez a screen. Randall kicks the ball. Lets it go from the wing. And that's good off the glass that time. Ball's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And Ball is not going to back down in these moments. In fact, he embraces being the man when it's a big possession.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from DJ.
Love how DJ just takes over these big possessions. He wants the ball in his hands when things are tight.
And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Nance a screen. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope kicks the ball. Nance outside. Now here's ball. Defense right on him.
Oh, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Like how DJ is physical with the defense. I mean, he's not afraid to mix it up and go through contact on his shots.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up. Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Yes!
Man, I like seeing DJ come to life when the game is on the line. He isn't afraid to take these huge shots, which is exactly the mindset you gotta have.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Mirotic.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Wade dishes to DJ.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 2. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous...
To take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Baby.
That was a good one, huh, Woo?
Woohoo! Man, this must be what jewel thieves feel like after the heist.
Man, I would love to be a jewel thief. Just start the car, bro.
You know what's funny? When I was a kid watching ball, I used to love close games. Fans still love them, I guess. Me, I just hate them. I'd rather we just blow teams out.
You know, that's great veteran advice. Why don't we just blow teams out? Why didn't I think of that? You know, that would really revolutionize the game of basketball. If we just blew teams out.
Wouldn't it?
That simple.
Just blow teams out.
See, Boo Boo stands by it.